The Spartan program has a long and complicated history, dating back to the early days of the Human Covenant War. It was born out of desperation, as the UNSC struggled to find a way to counter the Covenant's overwhelming military superiority. The first Spartan program, known as the Orion Project, was initiated in the late 24th century. It involved the genetic and cybernetic enhancement of volunteers, with the goal of creating a new breed of super soldiers. The project was ultimately deemed a failure due to the limited effectiveness of the enhancements and the high rate of washouts and fatalities among the volunteers. The next iteration of the program, the Spartan 2 project, was initiated in the early 25th century. It involved the selection of young children who were taken from their families and subjected to rigorous training and extensive cybernetic enhancements. The goal was to create a new generation of super soldiers, capable of taking on the Covenant threat. The Spartan 2 project was a resounding success, with the Spartans quickly proving to be the most effective soldiers in the UNSC's arsenal. They fought with incredible skill and bravery, often achieving impossible victories against overwhelming odds. But the cost was high, with many of the Spartans dying in combat or suffering long-term health effects from the enhancements. The program was eventually shut down, but the surviving Spartans continued to fight for humanity, becoming legends in their own time. The Spartan 3 program was created as a response to the increasingly desperate situation humanity found itself in during the Covenant War. The program was designed to create a new generation of Spartans, faster and more agile than their predecessors, capable of operating in small teams behind enemy lines. Unlike the Spartan 2 program, the Spartan 3 program relied heavily on the use of volunteers, many of them orphans or children from war-torn planets. These young soldiers were subjected to brutal training, with a focus on stealth, sabotage, and hit-and-run tactics. The program produced some of the most skilled and deadly soldiers the UNSC had ever seen. They were deployed on some of the most dangerous and high-risk missions of the war, often with little support or backup. And while many of them did not survive, those who did became legends in their own right, feared and respected by both their enemies and their allies. And when the Covenant War finally ended, the UNSC began a new program, known as the Spartan 4 Project, to create a new generation of Spartans to protect humanity in the years to come. The Spartan 4 Project is different from its predecessors, with volunteers being selected from within the UNSC rather than taken from their families. The enhancements are also less extensive, with a greater focus on training and technology. But the goal remains the same: to create the ultimate soldiers, capable of defending humanity against any threat that may arise. The Spartan program is a story of sacrifice, dedication, and perseverance. It has produced some of the greatest warriors the galaxy has ever seen, and it continues to be a vital part of humanity's defense against all manner of threats. And I am proud to have been a part of it. Thank you for watching. As a Spartan, I've seen my fair share of battles, and I know that the fight for humanity's survival is far from over. But with the strength and courage of those who continue to defend us, I know we will prevail. Keep fighting, keep pushing forward, and never give up. Together, we will ensure a brighter future for all.